We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, the second of two on this Wild Card Saturday. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go in a tropical rain here in Tampa. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready. 60 red, black ultra. Go pink.
Williams in
red,
motion.
Red. Yellow, blue. Set.
They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. Fight, 11-7. Ready.
Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Set, ready. Cut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
All right, so the first two, they go clearly to the defense. You get first down sack. That sets everything of the drive for the offense behind the 8-ball. Then they followed up with a forced incompletion. So now 3rd and long, this is a must-pass situation, and the defense has a prime opportunity to get themselves off the field.
Here we go, set. Black 40, slide through. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On comes the Packers punting team. Tez Johnson deep for Tampa Bay. Returnable from the 17. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
King. Real.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes a second and a yard. Mayfield. He finds it milling downfield. It's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22
His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Baker going to give it to Irving. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. We'll talk things over before third down.
Alert!
That is caught out wide on the RPO. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
15 yards.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
First down, here's Irving. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
King! Up left! What's that?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. The catch left side is made by Higgins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
the shotgun. Mayfield. Rolling right. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bucs are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Drive will start on the ground. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
We are through one here on Wild Card Weekend. 3-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up.
Hey, check mega. Ready, check.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to have the first down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Check, cut. Cut, cut.
Now Love. Going left side. And it's taken in by Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A second down throw for Love. Quick throw, taken in. He'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Set, ready. 45, White, check, Fury. Ready?
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Mega, 60 red, ready.
Here's Love to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Look wide, get this one complete, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Now, screen set up for Irving. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay, and a first down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
180, regular. Hey, alert 33.
Here's Irving. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
He was brought down by Javon Bullard. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3.
180.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. 2nd down, they need 3.
Pistol. 6. 180. What's up?
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Oh, a loose football. The Packers have it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
They'll begin here on the ground.
The ball carried by number 4. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Ready. Black, 95. Blue striker. Ready.
Here's a toss as they look to run. Room to run at the 30. And he is gone. 84 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
180.
Throwing is Baker. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10.
Run. 20. Stop.
Back to the air, it's Mayfield. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
180. Kings. Pistol. Watch out.
Baker to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Point it right. 180. Watch out.
Mayfield to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
180. Hey, alert 33. Alert. Watch out.
On 2nd down, Baker. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
Real. 180. Up. Run. Kings. Watch out.
Now Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make the play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Watch out now. 50 years.
They'll keep it on the ground here again. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. We have hit halftime. You'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Hey, which one? Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Throwing is Mayfield. That's into the hands of McMillan on the slant. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third and 1.
Real. Regular.
On third down, it's Irvin. And he's going to have it up for the first down. They'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
On first down is Mayfield. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Second down throw from Mayfield. That one's hauled in the side by McMillan. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Gain of 8 makes it third and 6.
And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
Ready.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they will finally run him down. A big gainer for Green Bay. 31 yards.
Jack Rat.
First down.
52. 43 rail. Black shot. Hut.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready. Smash. Red. Hut.
From the gun, it's Love. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. 10 cycles.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
That one is good. And the Packers go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Johnson now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Run. 6.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That is into the hands of McMillan. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get 22 yards there. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
At the 49-yard line.
Baker going to fire complete here to McMillan. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
180! Hey, alert 33! Hey, alert!
On the handoff, it's Irvin. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support.
It's a gain of 4.
King!
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And it's caught. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Packers have recovered the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
46-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead.
Here we go.
But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Viking 18, 52 blaster. Black shot. Slide through.
On 2nd down, Love. There's a short one caught by Craig. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Packers.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go. 70s, ready.
Here's a design run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Here we go, set. Blue 32. Ready.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
It's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Down. Black 40. Red, yellow. 6, Madden. Hut.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 180! Up.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway. So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
They're on the tackle. It's third down. And 10.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down.
36, 5, 97.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And you'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. A minute 57 to go in the game.
Fourth down.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, Mike, based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. Here's first down.
Run. Set. 20. What's up?
They'll drop to throw. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he's going to be out of bounds up at the 25-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, have to score twice. It's 1st and 10.
What's up?
Mayfield. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Galen McMillan, the one he was looking for there. And that will lead to a second down.
At the 25-yard line.
What's up?
Baker to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now he'll air one out. He's got it. He's going to have the Buccaneers first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. Throwing is Baker. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
That's another Buccaneers.
Hey, alert 33.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard
Up.
line.
What's up?
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing is Mayfield. That is caught at the 3. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
That's good for a first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now, 1st and goal. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by entering Cooper.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. As they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round.